Hey everyone, and welcome back to the second episode of EVN. Today on the podcast, we're going to be talking about the DCU and Jason universe and
Yes.
anything else we can think about. As you know, my name is Declan,
Hello there, everyone. My name is Stefan, also known as Spike.
and Ari's just kind of
And
here for moral
yeah,
support.
Ari's here for moral support.
She's
I'm in the
also
bedroom.
trapped in the
Lots
back
and
rooms.
lots of moral support. She got sent to the back rooms. We sent her to the back rooms after the last episode.
Of course,
It was only fitting.
sacrifice had to be made.
That's true. So yeah, no,
You don't
welcome
use
to the
camera
second
like that,
episode.
man.
Glances deep into camera. Yeah, welcome to the second episode. We got two pretty juicy topics to talk about today.
I just realized
What do
I
you want to talk
forgot to
about first?
accidentally full screen it, so they saw the Discord, but it's fine. I could just edit it out.
Yeah. We'll be edited after.
That'll be annoying, but I
So
can do
yeah,
it.
yeah. This part will also be edited out too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I'm leaving this in.
Oh, okay.
I'll do what
Well,
I want.
I do whatever I want, and it's yeah. Thank you, Homelander. So yeah, no. Let's just jump straight into today's topics. The first topic for today, the DCU. DCU. How we feeling?
James Gunn has been popping off with this new universe. Like Superman was amazing. Peacemaker is amazing. Peacemaker season 2 is amazing. Creature Commandos is incredible. So far, nothing in the DCU has missed.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. For those of you that don't know, if you don't know, you've been under a rock. But for those of you that don't know, James Gunn is probably one of the best comic book and just pop culture filmmakers there is. He went to Marvel. He made all three of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. After Marvel fired him, he then was contacted by Warner Brothers to head the new DCU instead of the DCEU, which was before led by Zack Snyder and all those people. And ever since he's taken over DC, he has had nothing but hits. And as the internet, or as social medias like to say, the gun don't miss. Gun don't miss.
Absolutely.
So yeah, no, dude. What's been happening with the DCU is great, man. Like I'm really Marvel really fumbled here by letting go of James Gunn because out of all the filmmakers that they've gotten to do a lot like all these projects, James Gunn has such a love and appreciation for the source material, dude. Like Superman, uh the Suicide Squad, Creature Commandos, like he really knows how to work with these characters in ways I don't think any other filmmaker could do.
Yeah, absolutely. And starting off from the Suicide Squad being a part of the DCEU and then absolutely just erasing it in Peacemaker season 2 is just absolutely genius. Like pulling that
Uh
off must be like crazy. Also,
yeah, no, we need a huge scrubbing from the DCEU because like the DCEU did a lot of damage to I think the stagnant or like the opinion of superhero films, but it did just irreversible damage to DC in general. So literally just erasing it, acting like it never existed is absolutely brilliant. And I love that. I absolutely love that.
yeah. So
Also
also
too, go you go.
also obviously there are going to be spoilers for the DCU projects in this
Yeah,
podcast.
heavy spoilers. Should
Heavy
we like
spoilers. We're not even
Omega
we're not
spoilers?
even gonna like sugarcoat it. It's just gonna straight up be spoilers.
Yeah, like we will absolutely tell you everything that's been happening for the DCU. Like you've been warned.
You've been
You've been
warned.
warned.
Click off now if you don't want it.
Yeah, click off now. Yeah. Tell us in the comments how much you hate us for spoiling the DCU.
Of course,
Or just
You're
skip,
welcome.
just
We
skip
like-
ahead.
we'd like to hear your opinion.
Yeah.
You can tell us you love us. You can spin our face. We don't care.
Yeah. We don't care. We will take all of it. We will all of it gladly. So yeah, no.
Oh,
So,
So yeah, no. The Suicide Squad.
the Suicide Squad.
I broke not swallow that shit.
Mm-hmm.
What? Okay.
Mhm.
Starting with the Suicide Squad. After the dumpster fire that was Suicide Squad, 2016 Suicide Squad,
Hey,
What
that
are
wasn't
we?
that bad.
and
Some kind of Suicide
Suicide
Squad?
Squad,
Hey, that wasn't that
greatest
bad.
greatest line in cinematic history.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Right. Unironically, whenever I first saw Suicide Squad, I actually I didn't hate it. I'm gonna be so real with you. I actually did not hate Suicide Squad whenever I first watched it.
I'm gonna be honest with you right here, right now. I don't remember anything from that movie.
Wow.
Really not that bad.
You don't remember anything from Suicide Squad?
I remember hating Jared Leto's Joker.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, who didn't
We
hate
don't
Jared
talk
And
Leto's
you
about that
know,
Joker?
Joker.
what are we? Some kind of
Yeah.
Suicide Squad? You know,
Listen,
literally
Suicide Squad 2016 had a lot of problems, but I
Uh,
will say
a lot.
some of the people
It was
in
a
there were
lot more
pretty.
than just a lot.
Listen, Katana needs to come back. I think she got treated dirty. I don't think you
I love
remember,
Katana.
but like Katana was sick. Like Katana was sick,
Yeah,
and she kind of got her redemption in the superhero media with her returning as Kimiko for the boys. But like, I would love to see her return in the DCU.
you
Like, I
know,
think her
I
character has a
wanted,
lot,
I
bro.
wanted Captain Boomerang to stay, and he got fucking chopped up by a helicopter.
Yeah, GG's to Captain. GG's to Captain Boomerang and Pete Davidson, bro. I'm really sad Pete Davidson's no longer with us in the DCU.
I'm so
Truly
glad that
missed opportunity.
I'm so glad that Nathan Fillion got his second chance after
Yeah,
being brutally shot in the Suicide Squad.
thank you, Nathan Fillion.
Enchantress.
We love you, Nathan Fillion. You are our goat. You're our goat. Guy Gardner, you're our goat. Yeah, no,
Enchantress is hot.
I agree. I agree. I liked the scenes with Enchantress. Unironically, I really did like the scenes with Enchantress. I thought she was cool. I thought her character was neat because I don't know too much about the Suicide Squad from the comics besides like a few things, but no, she was neat. She was handled pretty well from at least from my limited knowledge and just being a movie watcher. She was cool. Katana was cool. Harley Quinn is iconic because Margot Robbie is insane. She's the best casting for Harley Quinn, and I please, James Gunn, by any off chance you ever see this, please keep Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. Please. Please.
Well,
Please.
so a little bit of a slight spoiler for season 2 of Peacemaker. I know you haven't seen
Okay.
Peacemaker season 2, that's why I'm kind of just dabbing it a little bit. There was
Yeah.
supposedly a deleted scene that confirms Bloodsport made it into the DCU.
Yes! Will Smith is
Supposedly.
back. Will Smith is back,
Will
guys. We
Smith?
did it.
Gamer!
Wait, which
Keep
old
my
Bloodsport?
wife's name
Bloodsport is
out
Idris
your
Elba!
fucking
Restart!
mouth.
Oh, I can't say that on stream. Oops.
What? What'd you say?
I accidentally said the R word.
You
Idris
don't
Man.
Elba is Bloodsport.
Okay. Oh, right. Deadshot. Will Smith was Deadshot.
Will Smith was
Right.
Deadshot,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, well, I want Idris Elba to come back too. I think Bloodsport was probably the best character from the Suicide Squad, right next to John Cena as a
Of
Peacemaker.
course. Well, they did.
So,
James Gunn didn't give him his own spin-off series for a reason.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Yo, Bloodsport spinoff series when? He already got his solo comic. I want to see what
Declan, you
he's been
should just
doing after the events of Starro. Like after those events. I would love to see what he's been doing.
Declan, you should just bleep you should just bleep yourself out and just keep it.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to hear
The
a
whole
really
scene,
loud
just
bleep
do like
there.
a dolphin noise like they did in SpongeBob over it.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yo, that's perfect. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that.
No, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna
Nah,
cut the audio and then I'm gonna put big old letters said that I accidentally said a no word.
I said a no word, and people don't like it when you say the no word.
no, we should do that. We should do the exact like SpongeBob, like in that one SpongeBob episode.
Honestly,
When
I
he
agree.
says it, do the dolphin noise, and then Declan needs to edit it to where it's a clip from the show of them doing the words. Okay, Captain Emo over there, quit.
Because to not. But yeah, no. Back on track. Suicide
No,
Squad 2016 had a lot of problems. I
Of
didn't
course.
mind it whenever it first came out, and I actually did like it. But the one big thing I will give that movie props for is that its soundtrack was hard, dude. I listen to that soundtrack still till this day. Like they had bangers on top of bangers for their soundtrack. Like it was
Like I
actually
said, I
insane.
don't I don't remember much from the movie, so I don't have a say
You
in
don't
that.
remember the soundtrack, bro?
No, like I said, I remember nothing
That's
from the movie.
that is insane. Yeah, like, you don't remember the one scene where like Rick Ross was with Joker? He was like, "I got that purple Lamborghini lurking." You don't remember that, bro?
No, I don't.
You know,
Hey,
you don't remember the scene where like
I got
Fortunate
that
Son
purple
starts playing?
Lamborghini. Ah,
Yeah.
ah. God, his
I'm
laugh
not gonna
sounded
kill
like he
you.
was dying.
I'm just gonna hurt you really, really
Really
bad.
bad.
But yeah, no. Talk about the mistakes of Suicide Squad 2016 leads us directly into why James Gunn has just been cooking, and just the domino effect of his influence to the Suicide Squad, wiping away the sins of Suicide Squad 2016 and what happened there with David Ayer, and absolutely delivering on a comic book movie. Like, unironically, I think the Suicide Squad is up there in conversation for like some of the best and most underrated like comic book movies.
Kitty
Like
Joker.
it is really good. Like Joker's up there for when it comes to DC. Like we'll get into like a debate for other superhero movies at a later point, but just for DC, like Joker, the Suicide Squad, the Batman, and most recently now Superman. Like
Yes.
all those movies give us the comic book feel for these characters, and it shows that James Gunn is just competent. Not for the Batman. The Batman's Matt Reeves, but James Gunn is competent. He knows what he's doing with these characters. Like the
Also,
Suicide Squad is nothing but perfection,
yeah.
and probably the best start for the DCU. The best jumping point.
Also, while we're on the topic of the Batman, since you mentioned it, there was
Hmm?
a supposed leak where Robert Pattinson's Batman symbol was in the background of one of the scenes for Clayface.
Yeah. Okay. So I can no. I'll pull up the leaks. I will pull up the leaks so I can look at this. But I do know what we've seen for Clayface, which for those of you at home that don't know, Clayface is getting his own movie. It is a horror movie. DC already said that it is a straight up horror movie. It's going to be focused on body horror. It will be like a proper horror movie that happens to be underneath the DC label. It's being filmed as we speak. It comes out next year. And in the background, not only do we get the confirmation of like the Gotham City Police Department logos and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
we also see teases for the Joker. And people are speculating that we might get a reveal for this universe's Joker. This early. Second film that will come out for the DC for the I guess I mean technically this would be the second official film, but in my
Yeah.
heart I count the Suicide Squad as the start. But officially this is the second film um for the DCU. So yeah, no, I'm pulling up the leaks right now. Give your opinion for Clayface, dude, because if the Batman symbol is in the background for the Clayface set, then that means that everyone's theories and I just release schedules that happen to quote unquote line up that makes total sense why Superman Man of Tomorrow and the Batman Part 2 both come out in 2027.
Yes.
I mean, it would line up perfectly if they are trying to integrate Robert Pattinson's Batman into the DCU. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, would you want to see Pattinson's Batman, the Pattinson man, the Battison? Would you like to see Battison in the DCU,
Well,
or do you think he should stay separate?
I'm not gonna lie. At first, I would think they should stay separate, but like, really going in and thinking about it, in Superman, I know we're just kind of jumping around the timeline here, but in Superman, you do see on a billboard that Gotham City is flooded at the moment.
That's true.
And of course, if you've watched the Batman, Riddler floods the city at the end of the movie.
That is
So,
also true.
either that's teasing in plain sight, or just an homage, or simply a reference, then, you know, would I like to see Pattinson's Batman in the DCU? Yes. Yes, I would. Was he my favorite Batman? No. But would it not be cool? It absolutely would be. Seeing Pattinson and David Korsnett on screen together would be incredible.
Yeah, unironically, seeing both of them together would be really sick.
Because
Like, it'd be really sick.
thinking about it, having such a bright character from a really bright movie meet with the dark grittiness of Gotham and everything that we saw in the Batman, that basically looks like it just walked right out of a comic book.
Mm-hmm. I
The
agree.
the light of Superman with the dark of Batman.
Which would
But
be awesome.
going in, you see the silhouette of Batman during Creature Commandos, and it doesn't look like Pattinson's suit. So I'm wondering if they give Pattison a new suit.
Right.
So here's the frame from Creature Commandos that we see of Batman during Dr. Phosphorus's episode.
Yep.
And you can see that the silhouette is very comic book Batman-y, and which probably would have lined up with the Brave and the Bold, but from the looks of it, Brave and the Bold just keeps getting put back and back and back. So maybe we see the Batman 2 and Matt Reeves, having maybe made the deal with James Gunn, and Robert Pattinson becomes the DCU Batman, and then maybe gets a suit upgrade and all that stuff to look more Batman-y.
Um. Well, I do love Robert Pattinson's Batman, and I love everything that James Gunn has done for the DCU, having nothing but hits with Creature Commandos, The Suicide Squad, Superman, Peacemaker seasons 1 and 2. I don't know if I would actually want to see like it might be hypocritical because I say this is the same thing whenever it comes to like the Joker dilemma because I don't think there should be too many actors to confuse things, but I think Robert Pattinson's Batman is absolutely flourishing in this more grounded reality for the DCU or for the DC universe. I don't think I would actually like to see Pattinson be the Batman of the DCU. While it would contrast nice, it would really contrast nice. I don't know if moving forward, if it would really click that much because I don't know if Matt Reeves would really want to do joint partnership or not really joint partnership, but really kind of work all these other heroes into his really grounded story. I could be wrong. There could be an interview out there that says otherwise, but like I don't know. I don't think I'd vibe with that.
Really?
But on the note of the suit, looking at the frame right now, um, Listen, bro. I really think we're gonna get like. At least I'm holding my hopes out. I'm holding my hopes out for it. But like, I want the blue and gray. I want the blue and gray.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the suit. I'm looking at the silhouette. If that was blue and gray live action, oh my god. Oh my god, it would be so nice. It'd be so nice. Also, too, tagging on as well for the the Batman, Matt Reeves the Batman, and then the DCU discussions. On set photos, which again, huge spoilers, like we said before. But from what we got for the set photos, um, we get a lot of, I mean, a lot of world building with Clayface. We have a poster for the Flying Graysons. We have the Black Canary. We have Scion's Industries, which if you don't know what Scion's Industry is, that is the company owned by Roman, which is Black Mask. Um, we have multiple Joker teases. We have references to the Penguin, which these are completely different looks at the Penguin than what we saw in the Penguin TV show. So like we are getting a lot of lore building for Gotham, and I don't feel like we do this much if it was they were just going to integrate Pattinson into the DCU. So yeah, I don't. That's why I feel like it's going to be different.
Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Would you?
Yeah, no, let us know. Let us know let us know what you guys think, because like this is this is very interesting. Honestly, this honestly has Clayface has the opportunity to set up so much, and we will get revealed so much as to the future of Gotham with all these heroes and villains being teased. It's gonna be fascinating. So far, they're really cooking, and Thomas Rice. I'm saying his last name wrong. Please forgive me, but Tom Rice Harris being Clayface is a perfect cast. Absolutely perfect cast.
All right. On that note, moving away from Batman stuff, we talked a little bit about Suicide Squad. Dabbed a little bit on the Suicide Squad. James Gunn really improved Suicide Squad by coming out with the Suicide Squad, its story, its directing. He just James Gunn just does all of the above and goes that one extra mile. So now
Gun don't miss.
the gun don't miss. As much as the Snyder Bros want to think, the gun don't miss.
Snyder bots, eat your hearts out. Snyder bots being defeated as we speak.
And on that note, let's talk about the most controversial movie well, really the only movie in the DCU currently, the new DCU, Superman 2025.
Yeah, Superman 2025, a movie that was revealed to us. It was extremely anticipated. The original working title was Superman Legacy. Gunn dropped the legacy from it because we all know who Superman is. So why not introduce him just as Superman? And from a lot of people being really split on the really split on the trailer whenever we first saw Superman, some of the flight scenes, some of the CGI, it has made a mark, an absolute mark on pop culture and for DC as just as a whole. Um, unironically, hope was instilled in a lot of people when Superman 2025 dropped, and if that's not poetic, I don't know what is.
Yeah,
Great film.
the man only stands for hope. So
Like we were filled with hope again after so many fans just being shafted with Zack Snyder's Man of Steel, which no hate to Zack Snyder. I think Zack Snyder can be a competent director at times, but
300.
I
There you
just think
go.
that take on Superman was not it. And also, all love to Henry Cavill. We love Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill
He's our
is
goat.
a great actor, and even though he got absolutely cucked over with Superman, he will still undoubtedly be a good Superman. I mean, he was a great actor for Superman. I mean, he told Zack Snyder, he was like, "Look, I read comic books. I know the character. This should be like this, and I should do it like this." And Snyder
That's
was
true.
basically just like, "Okay, do what you want." Now, was it the
Like
best
Henry
interpretation
Cavill
of
knows what's good.
Superman? Kinda not really. Like you can definitely see Superman, but in the end, it was Snyder's choice.
Snyder is going to Snyder. You can see a Snyder film from a mile away. And for talk about adaptations for Superman, David Cornsweet wins that over like by a mile. Like David Cornsweet's Superman is probably the most hope instilled and most accurate version of Superman that we have seen since the Richard Donner films with Christopher Reeves. So like,
Love those
yeah,
movies. Christopher Reeve's Superman is just by far the best Superman. Everyone likes Christopher Reeve's Superman.
yeah, dude. Like,
In which
and the thing about those films too is that those films came out what
1978 is when the
nine
first one came out.
78 1978 and still holds up so well. Like that movie holds up so well watching it in the big 25. Like it is a timeless classic, dude. Absolutely timeless. And unironically, David Cornsweet basically following the footsteps of Christopher Reeves makes it just that more poetic that the new Superman movie also has that same feeling of you believing Superman is real just by looking at the screen. Like it truly
Yeah.
destiny could not have lined up any better.
And, you know, just James Gunn just bringing Superman back into the light of not being edgy, away from evil Superman stuff. You know, because for like the past 13 years, ever since Injustice happened, nothing against Injustice, ever since Injustice happened, Superman has just kind of been
Everything
on
against
a
injustice.
it it just kind of sent Superman on a path that really didn't feel like Superman.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, killing the Joker set him off. He couldn't stop killing, which I can see where they're coming from. That's why
I mean,
Batman does
fair. What
that.
Joker
That's
did to
why,
Lois Lane was pretty messed up, bro. Like
yeah.
that's pretty messed up.
And literally nuking an entire city. Took his wife, his child, and his city. And one punch was all it took to take out the Joker. And not only did the world lose a great villain, it gained an even bigger one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Thank God
And
we moved away from that. I
yeah,
have nothing but hatred in my heart for Injustice. I have no good things to say about Injustice or that universe. I deeply despise it.
yeah,
Please do not let us go there in the movies. James Gunn, if you're listening, please do not give us a Injustice movie. Unless you truly rewrite the story to be something way more compelling and interesting. Please don't do that. Please, thank you.
yeah. No, no, no evil Superman.
Yeah, we love hope-filled Superman,
We
but
love
like
hope-filled
we're
Superman.
not here to spread hope, bro. We're here to spread hatred, bro. Superman 2027, man of tomorrow. It's a Lex Luthor movie, bro. And we're here to truly live out all of our Lex Luthor fantasies, bro. We're here to hate for the love of the game.
Yeah, Lex working together with Superman. That's going to be a movie. That I I hope it's not Brainiac. It just this early on. I mean, it would still be cool even if it was Brainiac. But then, like, let's all be honest. Shooting over to the Arkham universe. I know we're kind of just squiggling all over the place, but shooting over to the Arkhamverse, kill the Justice League. All about Brainiac. You would feel like if Brainiac were to do something, something like that would happen.
That's true. I feel
So
like Brainiac is such a big character. I don't think they'd introduce him this early. I think
yeah,
we'll get teases to him because I think there was a tease in Superman, but like
right.
I do not think we'll get him this early. Honestly, a story that focuses on Superman and Lex Luthor reluctantly having to work together. The fact that James Gunn called this phase of the DCU, the first chapter, sorry, not phase, the first chapter of the DCU, Gods and Monsters. I'm thinking it's Doomsday, dude. I really do think 2027 we're getting Doomsday
I
because
could
it's too
see
early for Darkseid. I feel
right,
like you'd want to establish universe more for Darkseid, but
right.
Doomsday, you could throw him out there
I mean,
for the second Superman movie.
ultimately, Darkseid is going to be the final boss, no matter what. I mean,
Oh yeah, 100%.
DC without Darkseid being the final boss. You
I
know,
mean, I see exactly where you're coming from, and I do think Darkseid will be kind of like that big moment. But at the same time, there's one thing we have to remember, and I think it's something pretty important, especially with how the universes are handled, how there so many characters are being introduced, and just the nature of DC as a whole. Could we see before that Crisis on Infinite Earths?
true. That might be a thing leading up to it. But i- if we do Crisis on Infinite Earths, that could be like a whole multiversal mess. I don't know. Um,
That's true. Especially
something
since Marvel's also doing the multiverse right now,
right
it would be kind of weird. But I feel like we wouldn't see Crisis until like
way
2030.
later, yeah.
Unironically, 2030 probably would be the year.
But going off from there, what if this is just a theory? I saw a theory. I don't remember the name of the creator. This is not me talking. I saw this on Instagram.
Yeah,
So there's
Declan's
a
actually not real. He's actually a supercomputer AI that we bought from a lab. Yeah, this is the Declan that you hear right now is not real. He's been lying to you this entire time.
I'm AI generated. Anyway, so moving on. The theory is since again spoilers since Ultraman, or better known as the clone of Superman created by Lex Luthor, gets sucked into a black hole. And some people are theorizing that that wormhole or the black hole is going to mess up Ultraman, and he's going to come back out on the other side as Bizarro, and he's going to find a way back. So
That's
maybe
gonna happen.
Man
That's
of
100% gonna happen.
so maybe Man of Tomorrow might be about Bizarro, or or like Stefan said, probably Doomsday. My best bet is on Doomsday or Bizarro, one or the other.
Honestly, I can take both. Honestly, I'd be so down for both because like it makes sense. They actually give us the perfect setup for Bizarro, and I think it being handled within the movie itself as a self-contained plot that does that. I mean, you could build off of it. You can decide to not build off of it. You don't really lose anything from both. Like it, Bizarro is a pretty safe bet if they don't want to do Doomsday.
Right.
So like yeah, I can see that. I could see that.
So, there were plenty of cameos in Superman, like the cameo of Peacemaker.
Yep.
Peacemaker showing up, which kind of watching season 2 of Peacemaker, I am going to dab a little bit more into Peacemaker season 2. I know season 2 happens before, I think before Superman. I know the beginning of episode 2 completely erasing the Justice League from the previous season and moving it over to the Justice Gang, completely erasing the DCU, which I feel like only someone like James Gunn can pull off. Like, it's just gone. No more DCU.
Goodbye,
Crazy.
DCEU.
You were a convoluted mess.
And the last thing we ever saw from the DCEU was Aquaman pulling off a Tony Stark speech saying, "I am Aquaman,"
I didn't
and
watch
then
The
walking
Lost
off
Kingdom.
to the end. Yeah, I didn't watch it either, but I saw that scene and that convinced me not to watch it. So,
I
all love
th-
to Jason
I
Momoa,
I
but that
think
movie was a mess.
I think I saw the end of the movie where they just decide to rise Atlantis in New York, and that was the end of the movie. That's all I saw.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
moving forward, so in Peacemaker season 2, Peacemaker gets interviewed by the Justice Gang, and basically what happens is they just sit there and insult him the whole time because they kind of see him as still a kind of a ruthless killer in a way. And Peacemaker, all he wants is that hero status. So um, him appearing on Jimmy Fallon was kind of, it was Jimmy Fallon, right?
Oh, I think it was, yeah.
Um, yeah, it was either Fallon or Conan O'Brien. I think it was Fallon. Um,
It's one of those talk show hosts. I'll pull up a scene and see. It's one of them.
okay. So while you're doing that, basically Peacemaker gets rejected by everyone, which kind of makes me confused and kind of a little bit excited for the ending of season 2 of Peacemaker because we get to see that he's being interviewed and he's getting treated like a hero, which is of course what he wanted and the reason why he traveled through the door and found the better universe where he's seen as a hero and his sorry, I almost spoiled it for you, Stefan.
Ro ro ro
And
raggy.
everything in that universe is better. If you know what I was about to say and you've seen Peacemaker season 2, you know what I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
everything in that universe is better
Everything's
and
better.
he wants to
Everything's
stick.
better because in this universe, thankfully, Ohio doesn't exist. Idaho doesn't exist. Oklahoma doesn't exist. Detroit doesn't exist. And thank and Jersey doesn't exist. And that's why this universe is better. That's my running theory right
Okay.
now.
Um so moving off that makes me really excited for the end of Peacemaker because so far season 2 of Peacemaker has been absolutely incredible.
Yeah. And shout out to John Cena for just being the perfect fit for
Of
Peacemaker. Like,
course.
thank you, the GOAT. The Never Seen 17, our GOAT John Cena being Peacemaker. Thank you. Literally perfect casting.
I don't think I could see anyone else in the Peacemaker role.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not.
Yeah, like The Rock, the weight of the DC universe is about to shift.
God, The Rock was so confident, dude. He was so excited, man. He really thought that Black Adam was going to be the next hit for DC. No, little did he know.
Little did he know, the box office, the off,
Yeah, the
the
box
box
office
office was
was not on his
unforgiving.
side.
It was absolutely unforgiving, and Black Adam bombed.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, thank The Rock for tanking the DCU. Like that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Like that was
In which, all due respect to The Rock, you're a good actor. He's a good actor. I got nothing
he was
against
an
the
A
guy.
actor.
And he's starting to take roles more seriously, and I really appreciate that.
The
But
Rock is a actor that does movies that is just The Rock doing random things. But Smashing Machine, I'll give him props for him actually acting for once. But shout out to The Rock's best movie though, like Doom. Oh man, I remember that, man. That was so peak. That was I feel like we got to give that movie more props, dude, because The Rock really peaked as an actor when he did Doom, the movie.
I don't think
Like
you've
that
ever
was
seen
that
The
was
Tooth
great.
Fairy. That's when he peaked.
Mm, that's true. No, 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 no. He peaked in um what's that one movie called? Wait. Um The Rock movies.
The
Um
answer is The Tooth Fairy. It's The Tooth Fairy.
um
The answer is
Planet
The Tooth Fairy.
51. That's when he peaked, dude.
I forgot
That's when
he
The Rock
voiced the.
really
I
peaked.
forgot he voices the astronaut in that movie. Planet 51 is peak. We love Planet 51.
That's when The Rock peaked as an actor, dude. When he went into Planet 51, that's when he really peaked, bro.
He peaked absolutely.
But I don't know, man. Doom, it's a close contender for who like one of his best
But
movies.
some people uh some people say that the reason why they started filming a live action Moana is because Black Adam bombed at the box office, and The Rock was
It's
like,
because The Rock couldn't put over the
yikes.
box office. He couldn't let the box
He was like,
over. He couldn't let the box office put him
yikes.
over.
So,
Yeah,
doing what The Rock does best, he went back to Disney.
money,
He went back to Disney. Was
Disney.
like, live action Moana. You're not gonna deny The Rock his offer. Of course they gave it to him.
It doesn't matter what The Rock. It doesn't matter what the box office says. The box office says that my movies are bad, and I tell you, The Rock doesn't care what the box office thinks. That's what he said. Pretty sure he was like in the mirror, like getting oiled up whenever he said that. Like, like, and then like he went to the studio and he was like, "Can you smell what The Rock's next box office bomb is cooking?" And then like lightning struck the studio and everyone died. So.
We call it the Rock effect.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. Honestly, that's why he wants the live action Moana movie. But I mean, yeah, shout out to Smashing Machine for Dwayne Johnson actually appearing for once. That's cool. So yeah, shout out to that.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, is that all of DC? Is that all for the DC topic for today?
we didn't really talk that much about Creature Commandos. We only really talked
Oh,
about the
that's
Batman.
true.
We
That's
only
true.
we only talked about the Batman appearance in Creature Commandos.
That's true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We gotta talk about Creature Commandos. Yeah. Um, Creature Commandos. Animate project, which yeah, let's just tie this back as well. For people that don't know, the animate projects are canon to live action as well. So everything will be cast according as such. Live action will transfer to animation. Animation will transfer to live action. That's why they
All
cast
the
and they
same,
designed
all the same
everyone as they
people.
did.
All the same people.
Yeah, all the same
You
people.
literally see David Cornsnet's Superman
Yeah,
in Creature Commandos,
and Frank Grillo as Rick Flag Senior.
which
Yeah,
his
no,
hair
Creature
is a little bit
Commandos.
more gray in the show than it is in live action, but who cares?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Frank Grillo's hot. We don't care. Um, you see, we talked about this last week, and with Invincible being a show that exists in this world,
Right.
the animators that animated the teaser for Invincible were the animators for all of Creature Commando. Shout out to Bobby Pills. I will shout them out again because I love them so much. But they animated Creature Commandos, and they really brought these characters to life, dude. Because I think 90% of people that went into the show probably had no idea who they were, me included. I will not try and pretend. I did not know who the Creature Commandos were.
I didn't know they
And
existed
leaving
either.
that, I am a fan. Like, I actually want to read more. I want to see them more in more pieces of media. I want to see them pop up in live action. Like, the Creature Commandos genuinely are so good. So good. David Harbour as Frankenstein. Um, Weasel becoming a way more compelling character, unironically.
Than him
Weasel
just
getting the great character development treatment.
then just
Peak.
drowning in the water in the first 15 minutes of the Suicide Squad, and then
Yeah, he's no
surviving in the
longer the
post-credit
funny
scene.
dude that just drowned in the Suicide Squad. Now he's an actual fleshed out character that is actually really sad and shows how a lot of superhero characters or superpowered people in this world are treated. Like it's sick. It's really dope. Also, Amanda Waller is Amanda Waller. She is just evil to be evil for the love of the game. Her and Lex Luthor can get off into a hater like hate off, and also I don't know who'd win.
Reverse Flash.
That's true, yeah. It was me, Barry. I went back in time and pushed your mother down the stairs to give you Down syndrome. So yeah, that's true, yeah.
There literally is a comic where Reverse Flash doesn't push his mother, but he just, as a kid, Reverse Flash goes back in time to when Barry's a kid. Barry is late for class and he's going through the hallway. He has to go down these pair of stairs, and Reverse Flash travels back in time, pushes him down the stairs, and then leaves. Universal
Honestly,
hater.
dude, he is a universal hater, and that's why I love him, dude.
Every bad
Our
thing that
goat.
happened in Barry's life is because of the Reverse Flash.
It was me, Barry. It was always me. But yeah, dude, no, Creature Commandos is great. If their animated series continue like this, I will be very happy. We were on. I think something I actually want to talk about because I don't think a lot of people talked about it. Um, we were supposed to be getting another animated series this year. December of this year, we were supposed to be getting an animated series focusing on the character of. Let me pull them up real quick. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we were supposed to be getting an animated series this December called Sergeant Rock, and he was an army character for DC. It was supposed to be animated. We actually got a tease of him in Creature Commandos with GI Robots background. But that show just disappeared. I don't know if they ever said what happened to it, but it just got quietly removed off the slate. So RIP to that. Probably would have been an anime banger. But yeah, no, we now we don't. I think the next animated like feature that we're getting from DC is the Damian Wayne and Nightwing animated movie. If I'm not mistaken, it's a Bat family animated movie. I don't think they said specifically what, but that's the next project animated that we're getting. So
Okay.
hopefully it's a banger.
And that ties in.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think that ties in with I think it's supposed to tie in with Brave and the Bold. Unless they change it and say that it's an Elseworld story. But I think that is supposed to give us lore on those characters before we get to the Batman Brave and the Bold. Or
Yeah.
maybe the Batman Part 2. Who knows? But yeah.
Who knows? Is it time that we move into Jason Universe?
Our next our next segment, yeah, Jason Universe, dude. Yeah. Oh man. The hottest ticket in town for controversy.
Yikes.
Before I jump into my piece for it, Declan, I want you to give your piece for Jason Universe, and more importantly, the short film vignette that we got, Sweet Revenge. Spit your piece, brother.
So, from I haven't been keeping that much tabs on it. I've been mostly getting my information from Stefan, but from the sounds of it, Jason Universe is an absolute dumpster fire. Some people really like it. Some people are glad that Jason's back. Others are lighting their torches and grabbing their pitchforks.
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of people who got their pitchforks out, they got the torches. It's literally the scene from The Simpsons. They are not happy. And it's not without, like, honestly, it's for a very good reason. Jason has been, also, for those of you that don't know, the reason why people probably would be angry is because for the last 16 years, the Friday the 13th rights have been up for debate between the two owners, being Victor Perlman and Perlmutter, I think. I'll find their names afterwards and correct myself, but the rights have been split between the two of them. With the rights split between the two of them, and them not being able to agree on anything, Jason, our sweet baby boy Jason Voorhees, has just been cast to the void. Till recently, when the rights were settled between the two of them, and when the rights are settled between the two of them, because they're both petty, we ended up getting really weird shared rights. So one of the owners own the first movie, and the other owner owns the rest of the franchise. And if you can't see why that's a problem, you might want to go back and watch all the movies because
Yep.
Jason's lore is established in the first movie, and then Jason himself is established in the second movie onwards. And without that first movie, none of the other movies make sense for what he's doing at all.
Yep.
So, yeah. 16 years have gone by. Jason's back in Sweet Revenge. If you don't know what Sweet Revenge is, I call it a short film, and I think most people would say short
It's
film, but
15 minutes.
it is a promotional commercial for Angry Apple Orchards. Um, and they beat you over the head that it's a promotion for Angry Apple Orchards. Multiple times throughout the short film. And it feels weird. I think Jason Universe is scummy. I think the rights being shared like this is really petty. Jason Universe is not. I'm not. I don't vibe with them. I do not jive with Jason Universe.
Plus, Jason's design is not it. Okay, hold on.
He looks too skinny. He looks too scrawny. That's the issue. My issue with it is that I this probably isn't even fault to really anyone, but I do like no fault to the Jason actor. At the end of the day, us being mad fans, it is a job. You know, Sweet Revenge was a production that cast actors, that cast crew, that cast sound designers, that cast a lot of people into it. You know, that is great. That's absolutely great. Kudos for them for
Music
being
was
able to be a
great.
part of that project. But um I just think moving forward, probably a different Jason actor because I'm not the biggest fan of who they got. He
Either,
looks too scrawny for Jason.
yeah, I mean, we have no say on what they can do, but personally, I think bulking them up a little bit, either muscle suit or real muscle, would be a good way to go because Jason in the older movies was always this hulking, looming figure in the back that towered over
Mm-hmm.
everyone. And
Yeah.
don't even get me started on Kane Hodder. Like, he was huge.
Kane Hodder will forever be the GOAT for Jason Voorhees. I love Kane Hodder as Jason.
Kane
He's the
Hodder
GOAT.
is my favorite Jason, being Part 7. I know that's a hot take, but Part 7, The New Blood, is my favorite Friday the 13th movie.
Part 6 Supremacy.
And clearly, it's solely just because of the cut kills. Like, they cut the MPAA just cut the movie down, just cut all the good stuff out of it, And you can find archive footage on YouTube of all those old kills, and it's just they took a lot from us. Now,
Yeah.
is Jason fighting a psychic girl weird? Yes. Would I push it past the Friday the 13th franchise?
No,
Jason's literally a walking zombie, so like, why do you care?
that's true. Honestly, yeah. See, it's so funny because Jason's lore has always been like pretty meddled after Part 6. I'll forever love Part 6 as like being one of my favorites. Like Friday the 13th, right next to Part 3. But like after Part 6, really, I mean, you got to get creative somehow, and
Yeah.
they were creative. Telepathic teenage girl, New York, literal hell and possible deadites, fucking space, crossover with Freddy Krueger. I mean, they did it, dude. Yeah,
Hey, if it made money, they made it.
yeah. So I mean, like, hopefully, I mean, yeah, hopefully with Sweet Revenge, as much as I like the dog on it, hopefully that does bring attention to Jason again. Again, it's been 16 years. It would be very poetic if we got another actual feature-length film.
Mhm.
But I would say I mean, that's what Jason Universe is trying to quote unquote work on. We're getting a TV show called Crystal Lake. I think it already wrapped production.
Hopefully, it's
We
better
got
than the original
Cal,
Friday the 13th series.
oh, 100%. Crystal Lake is a prequel to Friday the 13th, as Callum Vincent in it, Linda Carlini, William Catlett. Like, it has a lot of really, really great actors in it. See my goat Velma back, live action Velma back. That means something to me, man. So we have the Crystal Lake series being produced by I think A24. So that could be peak. I love A24. I think that they're putting their heart into it. For the other sides of the rights for the movie, I am scared because no offense, but the Sweet Revenge was directed by Mike P. Nelson. If you don't know who Mike P. Nelson is, he is the director that made the 2021 adaptation of Wrong Turn. He also had a segment. I think he had two. No, he had a segment in VHS 83. Let me fact check.
That's all you. I
Sorry,
haven't seen the
VHS
VHS versions.
85 and VHS 96. Yeah, he's had a segment in those films. He's also um a director in doing post production for the upcoming Silent Night Deadly Night remake coming out this year. So I don't think Mike P. Nelson has any harm. I actually kind of think Mike P. Nelson was handed some pretty bad cards. I think he wanted to introduce us with a new concept, but
Yeah.
if something's been gone for 16 years, I think that is a huge gamble to introduce your new proof of concept and not just deliver something that's familiar to the fans.
Yeah.
So,
Especially with
yeah,
such a different design.
yeah.
I mean, it gets the general point across. You know, you got the hockey mask, the jacket, the machete. You know, the
Oh yeah,
typical,
no.
the
The
normal
movie
Jason
is
stuff.
the short is filled with homages. I mean, the music is on point. I don't know if it was Harry Mandolini or Manfredini doing the music or not, but it was really close to a score. Like everything about the short echoes Jason, but there isn't any Jason, and that is way too much of a gamble for something that's been gone for 16 years.
Yeah, most.
Um,
Like I said, it's a commercial, but like most of the kills are
yeah.
off screen. I mean, it's like if you have a kill where you literally rip someone's head apart with a boat motor that's fully shown, why not show the other kills?
Yeah, that's true. And I think it's really unfortunate that all the kills were mainly off screen because I think that probably could have redeemed it. If we could have just seen Jason doing these kills, and then our final girl having the weird lake treatment. I think that could have been neat. Uh, could have showed, hey, Jason's back. He's more violent than ever. What? Look, we're not cutting away from the kills like the MPAA used to do. We really could have seen it. I mean,
Yeah.
but no, we get 2 kills. One's really lame where he throws propeller in the guy's back, and one is where the dude's head just gets obliterated by a boat propeller, which is absolutely awesome. But wish we just could have seen more, man.
Yeah.
But also on that note too, with Mike P. Nelson taking head on this, and I'm just gonna paraphrase and quote here. This isn't my words, right? This is from a YouTuber called Rockland Graves Productions. Great guy. His video talked about how this concept for Jason could sell. Like this concept for Jason could work as a movie. Like having the actual lake itself be supernatural, which would explain why how Jason came back from drowning as a boy. That could be cool. Maybe the lake turns people evil depending on like what's truly in their heart, or for their specific reasons
I
of them
mean, you
being
gotta
at
think
Crystal
about
Lake.
it. Jason was bullied to hell as a child, and
Oh
then
yeah,
literally drowned because campers were being mean to him, and they just drowned. They killed him,
yeah,
and maybe the lake enables some supernatural powers, and maybe that's why the bolt of lightning from part 6 brought him back, because the lake has
that's true.
supernatural abilities or something like that.
The lake or campgrounds having actual supernatural properties. Cool. I actually would love to actually see that explored. Um, do I think it should have been here? No. I think that should have been something that came out later, and but yeah, no. Unironically, if we're talking about people to take over from Mike P. Nelson, I think with how much of a hot streak he's been on, and if by chance he ever sees this, if the studio sees this, our criticism toward our criticism towards Jason Universe is nothing of hatred. Like we just want to see the product to grow for the fans,
Of
and we want to
course.
make sure everyone's happy. But because he's on a hot streak, I honestly think get Damian Leone to do a Jason movie. Terrifier has been selling. He knows how to make a villain scary. He knows how to handle atmosphere for nostalgia if he needs to. And Damian Leone already said, hey, he would do a Jason movie. And with Terrifier 4 next year being the final chapter for Art the Clown,
What better place to
he has
start than
big
anew?
credibility. Yeah. If he was to start anew on the next franchise, give him Friday. Give him Friday the 13th. And I guarantee you he can make a banger. Without a doubt, he can make a banger. It's been proven he can take nothing and make it into $1 million franchise. So yeah, give Damian Leone a chance and let him shoot his shot for
I
Friday.
mean, literally, no one knew who Art the Clown was back in 2016, and now everyone knows who Art the Clown is.
Nah, bro. Even further back, bro. 2008, 2008, bro. No one knew. No one knew. He kept grinding at it and made an absolute icon. In my opinion, the truest modern day horror icon compared to anything we've gotten. Like it was Freddy, it was Michael, it was Jason. Yeah, Freddy, Michael, Jason,
Leatherface.
Ghostface, Leatherface, Chucky. Who do you have now? Art the Clown. No, there's been no movie out there that even comes close to being the next horror icon outside of Art the Clown. He has everything that made those classic icons work. He is
Exactly.
marketable. He has the most recognizable face ever, and the movies just they're goated. They're simply just goated.
Absolute gore fest of movies. It takes risks that other movies wouldn't,
Yep. Damien
and
Leone single-handedly proved that a non-rated movie can make money. Like he absolutely outsold the Joker too. Like Warner Brothers produced movie. He absolutely outsold in profit. So like if he Damien Leone can prove that a not rated movie can make as much money as Terrifier 3 made, then yeah, no, I think you should give him the project 100%.
Damien
He single-handedly
Leone.
changed how gore is looked at in just films in general. So, yeah, shout out.
I feel like Damien Leone could take Jason back to like a 2009 thing, where he like laid
Hmm.
bear traps, he ran, he tortured his victims.
Yeah,
Like,
despite the Michael Bayification of Friday, that
yeah,
'09 film was great. It changed Jason. It made him a tactical hunter, and that is horrifying. Like you saw that version of Jason, yeah, you're not walking away. Like you're
yeah.
more than
The
likely
scene
absolutely screwed.
the scene where he literally sets a trap. I think the black guy trips it, right, and he
Yeah,
just
yeah,
leaves him there. And they were like, "We got to go help him." And then they make the smart choice of, "What if he's waiting for us out there?" Just the fact that they even said that line is just terrifying and
yeah.
very realistic.
Not like the older films where they would just go out there and they'd be like, "Oh, it's Jason. This is hockey mask, dude. Teleportation, '80s, '70s cheese." Yeah, no, they had to actually think. Yeah, no, this guy's a hunter. This guy knows what he's doing, and he's already laid traps for us before. So like, yeah, no, we actually got to be careful, and that's what made him so neat. Like that '09 Jason is genuinely so cool. Like I will forever say that's probably in the 2000s before the term requel was even a thing and before reboots were such a prevalent thing. Uh,
Yeah,
2009 Friday the 13th is the best. Like hands down. One of my favorites.
yeah, of course. Well, I do believe we are coming up on time here, so that was today's episode of Everything versus Nerd. You can
Yep.
find us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. We will
And
post
Spotify.
and Spotify, of course. Hopefully, you're listening here. And we'll upload miscellaneous content to the Instagram and TikTok. Um, we will record separate videos, either both of us or just one-on-one of our own videos on the YouTube channel. And we'll.
Also, don't forget to check out our OnlyFans. That drops next week. We would love it if you guys can go support that.
No,
Share it to all
no,
your friends
no,
and
no,
family.
no, no, don't share it. No. I say don't share it like we're gonna do it.
We're going to share our OnlyFans to the Instagram. Share that to your friends and family. We worked really hard on it.
We won't
Um,
we won't do an OnlyFans. I mean, we'll do something like
maybe.
that, like a Patreon, not like content like that, like what OnlyFans was originally used for. We'll actually post
I
like
mean, yeah.
stuff,
But like, if you
exclusive
guys would want to
stuff, and
see like, if you
no,
guys
we're
would like
not
want to
doing. We're
see us,
not
let
doing.
us know in
No,
the
no, no. We're not.
Yo,
We're,
let us know in the comments if
we're
you would want to
not
see
doing.
our
We're
OnlyFans.
not doing the OnlyFans.
Right.
Excuse me.
That's
I'm
what he
so
thinks.
sorry. All right.
20 subscribers, we'll do an OnlyFans.
20 subscribers will.
5 likes, we'll do an OnlyFans.
This is what you get when you start a podcast with your best friend, guys. Have a good night. Be good
Yep.
people.